Hola, buenas a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal. Y estamos aquí por una vida fijado con Final Fantasy XVI. Así que vamos a dar a continuar y a disfrutar. ¿Qué pasa, bonito? Get it, boy. Que la voy a dejar justo en las arenas porque íbamos a ir ya por Fuska.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand.
Ah, tiras también así, amigo. ¿Sabes que para esto? ¡Qué cojones! ¡Bro, muy bonito! Buenos días, ¿qué tal? 42 meses asos, se dice pronto. 4 años. Casi 4 años, me cago en Dios. Muchísimas gracias, Flow, bonito, por la sub. 42 meses, se dice pronto, es casi 4 años, Telita. Sí, no, y te ha pasado volando que te cagas. ¿Cómo estás, precioso? Yo me estoy puto muriendo de calor, que me da que dentro de poco me voy a poner aire acondicionado porque te lo juro que es que no puedo con mi alma. Y mis gatos no pueden con mi alma y me dan penita, tío. ¿Cómo estás? Por ahí me imagino que estarás como yo, cagándote de la puta mierda del calor a ver si pasa rápido el verano, ¿no? Porque me cago en Jesús. Qué puto agobio, ¿verdad? ¿Qué me queda por ahí? Tengo amigdalitis, hostia, en serio. En la calle hace 40 grados, pero yo estoy a 38,5. Tampoco noto mucho la diferencia. Madre mía. Joder, tío, mejorate. Yo sí que estoy agobiado del calor este asqueroso, que joder, tengo ganas de que pase ya el verano, porque no. Es que hace más calor en mi casa que fuera, ¿sabes? O sea, antes me he ido a la terraza a desayunar y tal, y hace fresquete un poco y tal, pero es que aquí, tío, en casa me muero del asco. Voy con el ventilador a ver si puedo sobrevivir un poco, porque vamos.
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Hay que ir a la posada, pero claro, por aquí habrá cosas. Podemos ir luego con el cochobo, ¿verdad? El chocobo a explorar. El cochobo, ¿sabes?
Who do you think those soldiers were? Lord Cook.
Ah, que eso es un poblado, eso de ahí. Y es que a mí no me gusta mucho el desierto y tal, las zonas así, pero esta zona está chula.
Ah, There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Son minas de sal. Yo tengo la parte de arriba en penumbra, que no entre el sol ni de coña. Y los héroes del diablo 4 caídos. Hostia, te han jodido la vida ahí. O porque van a meter una actualización o algo y pues está caído, ¿o qué?
No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Pobre perro, tiene que estar pasando un calor. Lo que yo quiero saber, los dominantes se pueden regenerar. O sea, cuando están en su versión Icon, si les cortas un brazo o lo que sea, luego se genera el hueso y enseguida, tipo como en Shingeki. Pero, claro, en la versión humana se regenera o no. Porque claro, si no juzga, ya miras tú qué va a hacer ahora sin brazos.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with
Sopa
lentils and
choco?
honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Ah, va a estar ahí detrás, arriba, ¿no? ¿Te imaginas? ¡Hostia! Esta es la de Joshua. Están todos ahí juntitos, ¿eh? Ah, Joshua está en la mierda, ¿eh?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another.
Que Bajamundos va a ayudar, ¿eh?
You do understand
No
that?
sé.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Lo que no sé qué le va a decir Joshua para convencer al pavo. Pero bueno. Ahora va a venir este y están los tres, ¿no? Ahí está Kuka. Como que nos hemos juntado los tres en el mismo sitio o algo. No, parece que no. Decía, a lo mejor juntan las tres escenas, ¿sabes? Pero no.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble.
Ah, mira, se ha ido
He'll
para
be
allá.
leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody
O
idiot.
sea, Cuca le han llevado el colmillo. O sea, que vamos a poder matar dos pájaros de un tiro,
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Nos vamos.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Me mola mucho esta escena, en plan de cambiar de plano a plano.
Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Ya los hijos de puta comiendo todo lo que puede.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Cago en la madre que lo puto parió, tío. Ah, fuck you.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Tengo que mirar si tengo puntos para gastar. ¿Los chocobos se comen? ¿Sabrá pollo? Ahí yo me he quedado, he dicho, no sé, yo como que esto de chocobo, pero si los chocobos son, los tratan como seres queridos sin monturas. Bueno, hay salvajes, entiendo que los salvajes los cazarán y los comerán.
For your trouble.
Este tío reparte dinero, es la sopla. Toma una bolsa de dinero.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
A ver, esta se acabará de fijar que esos son, que él es que es el hermano. Se lo va a decir a Joshua, le va a decir, oye, tu hermano está ahí, colega.
Now's our chance.
Yo no sé cómo de sano es que tengas en el pecho a...
I'm fine.
Pavo este a... ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Artema? Bueno, no sabemos su verdadero nombre, lo llaman Artema por llamarlo Artema, pero... Gatitos, comida, almuerzo. Eso porque está Joshua cerca.
Clive?
Vas a llegar tarde, cabrón. Va a ver que se aleja las verduras y sabe que es su hermano, porque odia las zanahorias.
What is it now?
Sabe que su hermano... Me acordaba hasta yo. Que su hermano está ahí.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ha visto que se aleja las zanahorias. Su hermano decía siempre eso de odia verdura, odia zanahorias. ¿Ves? Ha visto que por ahí se han escapado.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
They're all less said of themselves. Their guest is in the
Vamos a matar
fang.
dos pájaros de un tiro, ¿eh? Vamos a ir a por el colmillo y a por... Bueno. Hay comida.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks
Vale.
like we'll be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Quiero explorar esta zona luego, a poder ser. Pero bueno, vamos a seguir la historia.
Got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine.
Are you looking for something in particular?
40.000. Va a ser más caro
Fare you well.
para comprarte toda la música del juego que pasarte el juego.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you...
Yo creo que va a ser las
recommend I
termas,
look?
no sé por qué.
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
¿Ha dicho las
Thank you.
termas? La armería?
Sprig is the person we're looking
Y
for.
no creo que más.
You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Va con los aldeanos ahora.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Las termas.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep kilometers from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Qué fácil por
Do you
ahora, ¿no?
think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Qué áspero que me estáis contando. Vais a caer, mira. A la próxima me paráis.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness,
The most
like
fragrant...
eating a cloud with a crust.
¿Pan este qué? De pita. Un kebab mejor.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Eso que el desierto es muy grande, vete por otra esquina.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
5 cristales. Vamos a los del
I
desierto.
thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
La picadura mortal. Sabrá que agarrar cerda como si fuera la última.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Ahora está haciendo muy hablar esta zona, ¿eh? Si nos podemos ir de aquí.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much you gave. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn
Yo
by
creo que
now.
tu tío salía a hostias, colega.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
¿Pero qué?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch
Medio millón de hills. Nah, es que este tío, como el rico, se asopla todo.
to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy.
¿Dónde? Hostia, pero claro, para llegar para allá. Yo creo que antes esta parte de aquí, ¿eh? Vamos a bajar las escaleras y nos vamos para allá.
A perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
¿Vamos en Chocobo o qué?
Ready, go?
Escorpioncitos. Ya me los he cargado. Snack salvaje esto, ¿no? Por cierto, los puntos de vida. El parry no está mal, pero... O sea, putas que tienes que mantener para aumentar la potencia de ataque. Ah, no, espera, me he equivocado. ¿O no? Vale. Lo que pasa es que voy a casa de los niños cerca. O sea, realmente tienes que darle en el rojo. Ah, yo creo que había que poner antes. Ah, pues todo estábamos haciendo mal. Son 800 puntos. Vale.
Run like the wind.
Vamos para allá. Hola, yo, bonito, ¿cómo estás? Aquí hace un calor de mierda también. La verdad es que hace un calor bastante asquerosito. ¿Cómo vas con el final, Joe? Que te vi el otro día que lo estabas empezando y tal.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, What guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound.
O sea, según para estos, se han aliado como tal. Pero claro, el otro reino no lo sabe aún. Claro, cuando lo sepa, ¿qué van a hacer? Porque están jodidos, o sea, van a estar rodeados.
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Tengo curiosidad de qué va a pasar porque el tema territorial va a ser una locura.
Over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Hay un killer por ahí. Ahí está el cabrón. Hola, guapo. Hola. Enemigos. Lo ha hecho el parry. Parry me gustaría hacer otro. Creo que el parry del titán va a ser más para los bosses, creo yo, que otra cosa. Algo. Lo voy a hacer más para los bosses esto.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
La medallita para que todos sepan quién eres tú.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Antes de proseguir me van a dar secundarias, ¿verdad?
And
por lo menos
please,
una.
Feel free to send one of my stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Esto lo quiero ver. Se ve por ahí estolas, porque quiero ver qué poder mágico tienen. Especie de huevo capaz de almacenar y transmitir los pensamientos de otros. Vale, era lo que yo quería saber. La sección azul que presenta en su frente contiene una infinita cantidad de éter que guarda los pensamientos del emisor y se ha transferido al receptor. La verdad es que es una buena manera de... para que no se filtren los mensajes. Mientras los arrogan, sus ojos se tornan completamente blancos. Se usa para enviar mensajes secretos urgentes entre nobles magnates y otras figuras de autoridad, pero el pueblo llano apenas tiene acceso a ellos. Para transmitir pensamientos a estolas se entrona una plegaria que reza Omnia Lozela, tu XL. Y puede traducirse como mi voluntad es ahora tu deber, que nuestro vínculo jamás sea quebrantado. Ok.
Omnia Lozela, tu XL.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Vamos allá por Cusca ya. El problema es que nos van a dar unas pocas misiones, creo yo, ¿no? Ahí hay una misión. 2 misiones. No hay escorias. ¿Por aquí hay escorias? ¡Una escoria! Vale, solamente hay una escoria por aquí. Vale, me imagino que la veremos mientras vamos explorando.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
A ver, solo tengo 2 secundarias. Y una cacería por aquí.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Take a sniff, good sir. Try to sing it.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Coño, ¿han llegado ahí? Espérate, vamos a ir a por eso, ¿no?
Yeah, but what would be the point?
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt.
If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope 7.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to
Porque
report for
saben
several
que
days.
alguien está acabado con los
Fear there may be
cristales
more
madre.
trouble
Y ya
lying
de
in
paso
wait for
que
you on the road
necesitan
ahead.
una relación política y tal
If you're determined
de
to
poder
beard the
con
lion's den, then
Dalmequia,
promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines.
porque
where the
quieren
guard
hacerle
is
un
lightest.
sándwich al imperio. Porque si acaban con el imperio ahí en la capital, ya lo tienen todo.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Y sí que es cierto lo mismo, que ven que...
Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Ven que realmente el hijo del rey, el Bahamut, no quiere luchar tanto porque está viendo que está muriendo mucha gente inocente. Claro. Si a eso le antepones de escuchar, y a eso le pones que luchen Odín junto a... ¿Cómo se llega ahí? A Odín junto a Titán, ya me irás. Y porque sin querer han perdido a... Porque han perdido a esta Garuda, pero vamos que el rey lo sabe. O sea, quien le envió a Kupka eso, lo vamos a ver luego, pero creo que ha sido el rey, el otro. Ha sido Odín, pero seguro. O sea, yo creo que para tender una trampa o algo.
What the hell are they?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Los enemigos, ¿no? Me la comí. Hostia, uno nuevo. Cuidado, aléjate. Me la comí. Le he hecho el parry, con el este titán.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Me gustaría explorar eso. Pero vamos antes aquí. Nos vamos a matar también los teleportándonos. Tiene que haber una cacería por ahí. Podríamos ir a la base y de la base mirar dónde está, pero creo que va a ser más fácil. La parte esa como es.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Vamos a pegar esto. Vamos por la caza y seguimos, porque es que ahora se viene. Ahora es como siempre en este juego: es momento relax, momento top, momento relax, momento top. Y ahora se viene el momento relax este. Y ahora se viene Cristal Madre más ir a por Titán. Se va a transformar Titán, me va a tener que reventar la cara, va a estar guapo eso. Unas ganas de ver a Titán en acción con Ifrit.
Tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Alito en llamas. ¡Ojo! Esto es lo que necesitamos para mejorar el brazalete. Vale, vamos a subirnos una vida más. Dominada.
Light, meat and dark. Fresh from it would make the finest fabrics.
La cosa es, el bicho que tenemos que enfrentarnos, ¿dónde coño estará? ¿En el norte, en el sur?
Ready, go?
Ahora vamos a dejar ya el desierto atrás. Ha sido una zona pequeñita. Bueno, normal, tampoco ha sido pequeño. No nos falta por explorarla, pero... Si no hay cacerías, caceritas. Vamos a la siguiente zona.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
El juego está una historia interesante, tengo ganas de hacerla. A ver si acabamos esta misión, vamos ya a matar a Kuzka. ¿Dónde es? Es ahí. Vale, pero antes de eso vamos a ver si está aquí la cacería que tenemos que hacer. No sé exactamente cómo será el monstruo este, pero bueno. Vamos a ver si está ahí en el norte. Hay una esta de arena, igual está ahí el monstruo, está algo de arena. O está aquí en las ruinas estas. Enemigos hay, o sea que...
Back to the stables, Carl.
Voy a pasar un momento de vosotros. Vale, ahí hay un desierto en el norte, igual es ahí. A ver esto. No se puede utilizar montura, o sea que igual. Estoy buscando la cacería, gente, espérate. No me ataquen. No tiene pinta de que sea aquí, Duende. Aquí, duende también. sea, aquí no está la cacería, es raro.
Time to fight.
Vamos a hacer una cosa, voy a enfrentar a estos.
You deserve a rest.
Y nos vamos a la base. Y preguntamos ahí. Bueno, preguntamos, vamos a ver el este. Más que nada porque la cacería esta antes, la otra me ha dado 2 niveles y la rango A, Ay, podemos mejorar la pieza del brazalete ya que estamos. Ya lo sé, a ver, dime. Ahí está. El terror azabache. Ah, rango B. ¿Y esta era rango A? ¿Por qué? Desierto de Belcroy. Desierto es... Pero es... Coño, no me dicen mucho con eso. Desierto. Desierto. O sea, lo vemos. Voy a mejorar el... armatoste. Y a ver si hay espadas nuevas, porque este ya se me está quedando un poquito. Y hay cosas nuevas. Hola. ¿Tienes espadas nuevas?
What's that for you, dear?
Tampoco está bueno, ¿eh? Con fulmecia se hace.
Should last you a good while.
¿Y se puede mejorar? No. Pero yo que quiero fabricar... el brazalete, ¿no? Aquí está. Con la base gelatinosa que habíamos hecho.
No scratches, right?
Perfecto. ¿Se puede mejorar?
That it. Fine.
Vale, ponía desierto, o sea que... Vale, no ponía norte del desierto de Belcroy ni sur del desierto de Belcroy, sino desierto de Belcroy. O sea, tiene que estar por aquí el bicho este. Vale, vamos desde aquí y vamos para allá. La cosa es como será. Yo creo que tiene que estar por el norte, no sé.
Run like the wind.
Tiene que estar por el norte. Nos falta hacer la caza esta y ya nos vamos para la misión principal. De verdad, tengo un mono de esta noche de enfrentarme a Titán, Tengo una gana. Es que, no sé, quiero ver realmente qué va a pasar. Yo creo que ahí va a ser el momento en el que Clive va a poder controlar por fin a Ifrit, pero no estoy seguro. Yo creo que le toca ya, vamos. ¿Estará ahí la caza? No hay muchos enemigos aquí igual. ¿Hola? ¿Estás aquí? ¿Eres eso? Tiene pinta, Sí, es eso. Es eso. Pero rango B, no rango A. No sé por qué antes me ha puesto un rango A y ahora me dan un rango B. No sé. No la tortuga esta, que es una mierda.
Well, Clive.
Quitan. ¿Qué tiene? quitado. ¡No tengo pociones! Hijo mío, cúrame. Muy débil, pero me levanta. Débil, comparar con el otro que me follaba. Así tortuga, tío, hago los parries perfectos. No queda nada, Debería comprarme un poquito de cocciones o algo, porque si no, cuando nos enfrentemos a la Cusca lo voy a pasar un poquito mal, ¿eh? Hay que venir aquí. Al mercader se voy a comprar unas pociones y tal. Aunque bueno, al principio, si ahora vamos a una mazmorra, yo creo que me van a dar pociones y otras pociones y mierda, ¿no? O sea que... no sé. Voy a comprar por si acaso.
Good day, my lord.
¿Tenéis por aquí pociones y tal? A ver, no es muy caro, ¿eh?
My thanks. Here you are.
Muy barato. Lo que sí que voy a hacer es venderte... Mira esto, lo vendo. Bueno, espérate, era así, ¿no? Vale, y lo que voy a hacer es comprarte la música esta.
An excellent choice.
Vámonos.
We should get going soon.
Vale, vamos a coger la piedra esta. Casi terminamos ya la misión esta de mierda. Y nos vamos para el principal. Bien, coges esto.
One rock looks a lot like another, but hopefully this is what's up.
Vamos a tardar menos si nos tepeamos. Total, las cargas aquí son 2 segundos. 1 y 2.
This is no good.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Las 12.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the...
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then. First things first, Sava, do you think that...
But
what do I? It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. Heavier than it. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but...
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but... Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time... I would say you could...
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and late. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. What would you do if...
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had enough meaning.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
Por favor, es que esta misión la odio. Venga, va. Es una pérdida de tiempo, tío. Venga, hala. Misión principal. Vamos a partir la cara a Cuca. Me cago en Dios, qué ganas tengo. Al colmillo dragón. Es que se va a venir full epicidad ahora. No sé, vamos. Yo creo que vamos a hacer a matar a los pájaros de un tiro, ¿eh? Vamos a enfrentarnos a Titán y vamos a reventar el cristal. Es que se viene.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Se viene. Vámonos.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Ahí está. El colmillo de dragón.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Me leen la mente. Predecido del futuro.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Verdad que este se separaba.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
A ver, lo has estado ahí dándoles por las espaldas. O sea que
Uncle,
está bien, yo creo.
please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you.
Bueno, se viene, ¿no? Madre mía, no sabe ni Dios que vamos a reventar esa montaña, ¿eh? Vamos que sí se viene. Aquí hemos estado, ¿no? Sí. Pues nada. Se viene. Ha llegado nuestro momento. Va a ser una lucha de titanes. Ah, la han creado... Ah, no, le han puesto manos falsas. Vale, ya decía yo. Digo, si le hemos cortado las manos, ¿qué esto? ¿Se puede comer? Te han cortado las manos, crack. Ah, claro, porque le han quitado... Porque le han quitado el poder.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart!
Este pavo, no sé yo si va a tener un Raycon, escondido, el hijo de puta, el que falta.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Cuidado,
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then,
Hostia.
you are no
Van
ordinary man, are you?
Van a hacer 2 por 1. En plan, en vez de que nosotros destruyamos el cristal madre, le está haciendo que lo destruya él. Para que absorba todo el éter del cristal madre y así haga tic el cerebro y se transforme en titán sin el poder.
Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether.
Ahí está lo que pasó.
Beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
¿Cómo les engañan,
Run along now, Hugo.
O sea, se han hecho sus aliados solo para, de paso, destruir la piedra madre, porque ellos también intuyen qué está pasando con las tierras estigias y tal. Cargarse a este, al poder de Titán, y de paso el cristal madre.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Y este está bajo el poder de la influencia de Artema, vamos.
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
La cosa es, ¿Odín también se irá bajo el dominio tal? Es que no sé. Es que claro, de Odín no sabemos nada. No sabemos mucho. Claro, ahora mismo es una guerra a 3 bandas. Bueno, 2 y media. Porque estos ya están acabados. Y luego nosotros que estamos tocando los cojones a todos, o sea... ¿Qué hacen el cristal madre? Bueno, cerca.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Hay que decir que los que mejor están actuando son ellos, en la guerra esta política. Porque vamos, por cierto, voy a parar esto un momento, lo de la capturadora, porque ya me va casi con un segundo de tal. ¿Vale? Y le... No. Tira para atrás. Avanzada. Vale, ya está. Agrupar. Y ya está. Me vaya con un segundo de delay. Ahora ya va bien. Vale, perfecto, sigamos.
The beastmen part of the Waluda army now. How the hell did that happen?
spotted us. With me.
Taken over the entire mine. All right. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Se viene momentazo, porque... Mira, para el ramo.
Won't be going any
La
further
verdad
this
es que
way.
en parte echo de menos algunas cosas del poder del ramo, pero tampoco te creas. Por aquí no, debe ser por esta puerta.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Hostia. Enemigo nuevo.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
perfecta, baby. Ah, vale, digo, ¿qué haces, bebé? ¿Vas? ¿Qué hora es? Las 12:30, ¿eh, Porto? Aún no es hora de comer. No me indiques que no me voy a dar a comer. Quedaría que le puedo más pronto. Hostia, no sé cómo esquivar eso. Bueno, ahora sí me ha comido una hostia. Nice try. Cariño, que te voy a dar de comer, gordi. Te voy a dar de comer. Son las 12:30. A las 12:30, ¿cómo que te voy a comer? ¿Piquitín? Espérate una horita, ¿no? Más he tenido un tentepié hace una hora. ¿Eh? ¿A mí o no? Ay, me invitas, pero no te voy a dar de comer. Por ti. Espérate que te darle cañita. Falta otro jodido. Limpito de legañas, ¿eh? No sé para dónde estaba yendo. ¿Por aquí? Por aquí he venido, ¿no? Por aquí he venido. ¿La puerta esa? ¿No te voy a dar de comer? Madre, se viene. A ver.
By the flames.
Cuánto pelo, colega.
Come on, Togo.
Se viene limpieza la semana que viene, Me cago, tío.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his
Que esa ha sido tal cual, se ha construido el puto castillo justo en el interior del cristal madre, ¿sabes? El puto desgraciado. Se viene. Qué rápido crecen. Sí, la verdad que se ha hecho grandullón.
Let the trial begin.
Que empiece la prueba. A ver. Sorpréndeme. Hostia, esto no me gusta, Otro sitio, esto. Ya está, madre, tío. Lo que quiero saber es por qué el hijo de puta ese está confabulado con lo otro, ¿eh?
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Soil and stone! Stay down! Farewell!
Que no te voy a dar de comer. Voy a ser pesadito. Ya has comido antes, gordo. No te voy a dar de comer.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
No, no. Habitaciones de apoyo. ¿Cómo? Ah, habilidades de apoyo de enemigo, bravura. Con un enemigo. Derrota antes de que sigan pegando a sus compañeros. Que no te voy a dar de comer, gordo, que falta una hora. He comido hace 1 hora y media. Tienes el estómago, vamos. Mata a su guardia y todo.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Que no te voy a dar de comer. ¿Cómo vas en medio que no vas a conseguir? ¡No vuela!
Nice try.
Barry se ha comido. comer. No te voy a dar de comer. Me falta una hora, gordo. Bueno, me faltan 2 horas, pero a ti te va adelantando, no. ¿Dónde es, tío? ¿Pero las puertas? Ah, vale, que es que me he ido para atrás, es por ahí. No, ni miau, ni miau. ¿Qué compra comer, Gordy? Ah, mira, así. Por aquí he venido. ¿Dónde coño es? Ah, pues entonces era la puerta de enfrente. Vale, vale. La puerta esta. Se viene un momentazo de la hostia, chiqui.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Ni miau, ni miau. $50 minutos te quedan, chiqui.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Vamos, sabemos que se va a chupar el éter del cristal madre. Lo va a reventar. A la cara llena de pelos. Dios. Voy a ir al servicio porque se viene un momentazo y quiero disfrutar. Bueno, se viene, ¿no? El momento que estábamos esperando. Bueno, después de este combate. Los enemigos.
That had better be the last of them.
¡Sorpresa!
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Está desvariando ya. O eso le están engañando con el otro.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Le está engañando el otro, le está haciendo ver cosas que no tal.
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Henry!
Le faltan los brazos, las manos, como al este. Y lo debería regenerar, correcto. Chiquitito, Cada función. Va a hacerse más grande. No ha terminado de absorber la energía del cristal madre. que Idris ya es gigante. De normal, ¿sabes? Y aquí es como un puto movillo. ¿Qué va a hacer? Aquí la tienes. Cada vez que voy.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I.
He aprendido habilidad explosión titánica. Regalitos, obvio. Explosión titánica.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Estamos aprendiendo esta pequeña habilidad, con Titán. No van a ver las siguientes. Está con Titán, con Ifrit, perdón. Ah, sí, perdón. Tienes razón, habrá sido el gato que lo ha movido, perdón. Esto sí que es titán. Ha absorbido todo el cristal madre del comido dragón. ¡Madre! ¿Saca los brazos? ¡Ah! Qué guapo, tío. media vida, ¿eh? ¿Qué tengo que decir eso? tiempo, ¿eh? ¿Va a jugar al voleibol? Menuda hostia la ha metido. Ha sido un poco too much, la verdad. Quiero decir, la primera y segunda estaba bien, esta ya sobraba, pero se perdona. En el caso de Kupka, las estructuras que que recurren su cuerpo actúan como depósitos de que emplea para ejecutar su habilidad y mantener su forma titánica. Sin embargo, estos apéndices pueden desprenderse si resulta herido en combate. Adiós, Cristal Madre. Digamos que Kupka se ha convertido ya en esto porque ha usado todo su poder.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in! Joshua!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness this by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Odin.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a
Que se la entregaron estos cabrones, seguro.
A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Yo no sé exactamente qué pretenden estos, pero vamos, que... Cuartel general de los caballeros dragontinos.
Some medicine, my lord?
Ah, se va a encontrar con este.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Esta es la que nos encontramos.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Ni miau, te faltan 10 minutos. Ahora vamos.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort.
Aunque este se está yendo a la mierda también, ¿no? Por el
Too
poder.
great a cost.
Ni miau.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin.
Por favor, que Joshua se encuentre con este, por favor.
For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
No sé por qué me lo esperaba, la verdad.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
Es que se veía venir.
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ocupa a la otra zorra, que es la que está manipulando todo entre las sombras, la puta,
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Por favor, que aparezca Joshua. Por favor, que sea
What is
Joshua.
it now?
Por favor, que sea Joshua.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance?
No te voy a dar de comer aún, gordo.
20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Por favor, que se una a nosotros, tío. Pon a un cristal madre menos. O sea, ya solo queda este, que es donde se va a venir ahora todo. Y el último es este de aquí, el de Odín. ¿Me puedo guardar partida aquí? Ah, que tengo que entrar por aquí. Voy a tener que comer cinemática y guardar. Voy a ir a comer. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Nuevas ilusiones.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Vale. Vamos a guardar partida. Que sí que ya vamos, gordo. Madre mía. Le ponen un minuto a después la comida y se muere. ¡Ay, qué pena! Vale, pues ya estaría, ¿no? 73, hemos guardado. Pues nada, chicos. Voy a poner la grabación, así que nada, espero que os haya gustado. Contadlo lo parecido. No sé si capítulo. Chao.